Hello, welcome to Mannequin Lane, my corner of the internet. Today we have Milton Jones live at the Apollo, continuing on with the one-liner comedians. I've already seen several, and this guy's name always comes up, and I haven't seen him yet. The words I have read in comments to describe this man are surreal, and then, you know, the usual, the best, the funniest, this, that. King of puns, that kind of stuff. But the word surreal is very interesting to me. Because I don't know how that would work. So we're going to find out. Let's watch. If this is another one of those, dude, I cannot tell you how it flusters me to that later after a video read comments saying, oh, you don't understand British comedy at all. No, I understand, or British humor at all. I understand British humor. I don't understand certain British references that I had to have been born there and lived there, usually in the frickin' 70s or 80s, the things I don't even understand. No, there's a huge difference. The concept of British humor is, and you know, to generalize it, yes, I very much do understand what makes you guys laugh, and I very much do relate. That's why I'm having so much fun doing these things. But yeah, dude, I could make specific American references or specific Argentinian references that can be hilarious if you understand them. In a certain type of, I can do a dark humor, and you can understand dark humor and like dark humor, but you won't get the joke. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, those comments are just silly. You guys are silly gooses. So anyway, let's continue on. So if there's, you know, gonna be British references, I'm not gonna understand them because I am not British at all. That's just not where I was born. Oh. Okay.
So, good evening. Somewhere between murder and suicide, there is a place called Merseyside. Tell me, does anyone here own a cat? Your houses stink.
Yeah. I get the surreal stuff now.
Someone's got to tell them. Some people like cats, some people don't. I was reading the other day, apparently the Pope, he's a cataholic.
That was great. It took me a while. I had to, you know, actually picture the word. That was freaking great. I love that. I'm ashamed that it took me so long, but I got there. That was excellent. It took the people a little while. But it took me longer.
Catholic.
Oh, he's proud of himself.
They said about me that I was too immature to be a father, but when I saw the first few seconds of my son's life, I thought to myself, he's naked. When my daughter was born, she had jaundice, so there she was, small, round, and yellow. We called her Melanie. My parents came up last weekend because I keep them in the cellar. That's not true. I don't know who they are. My grandparents, their names are Pearl and Dean. Of course, we just know them as Gran and Grandpapa, Papa, 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 Papa.
Don't get that one.
Any students here? Your houses stink. Someone's got to tell him. I worked as a doctor for the World Health Organization. I didn't mean to. I thought I was auditioning for Doctor Who.
I understood that one.
So, sisters, you know you really like that song, It's Raining Men. Is that because you really love men? Or you love the idea of them all falling out of the sky? Going splat on the ground really hard. And if it's because you like the idea of them going splat on the ground really hard, is that because you really hate men? Or you love the idea of cleaning up?
This guy is surreal. Surreal is a good word for him. I don't remember what comedian said this or where I got it from, but I once heard that the song It's Raining Men and the song Let the Bodies Hit the Floor were two very different sides of watching the same event, man. That was great. I was actually expecting it to be him because I don't know where I got it from, but it wasn't. But kind of the same concept.
Recently on a flight to America, all the way across, my wife was going, "Why don't you get an upgrade? Why don't you get an upgrade?" Took a bit of time, but in the end I got a better wife. In America, you can be who you want to be. In fact, taxi drivers meet you at the airport with suggestions on pieces of card. I decided to be Professor Aaron Leibovitz.
This guy looks deranged.
And I was whisked across town to address a conference on clinical psychology. Briefly. When I was in America, I really got into the culture. I went into the shop and the guy said, "Have a nice day," and I didn't, so I sued him.
How American.
During the course of conversation, he said the phrase, "Well, you do the math." I said, "Don't you mean you do the maths? That word is 5 letters, not 4. He said, "Well, what's the difference?" I said, 1. You do the math. Got on a train to Newcastle the other day. The guard came on and said, "When we arrive, it will be 1938. Time travel. We're a bit late, though. We arrived in the mid-70s. Anyone here from up north? Your houses stink.
I know.
Can't believe you fell for that. Those reward cards are rubbish, aren't they? I got too many points on one of them, and now I'm not allowed to drive. Well, it's nice to have been here. Some of us have been able to share our joy by laughing out loud. Like that. Others by staring. To be fair, one or two of you have been smirking. Well, enjoy that while you can, because they banned smoking and smacking. Any aromatherapists here? Shame I had something for that. Just come back from Ireland. It's great to be back. Went into a pub there, no one would talk to me. The beer was flat and they just stopped serving food. Anyway, it turns out it was one of those English theme pubs. That's all for me. Thank you very much. Good night.
There you go. Well, he's fun. He is weird. But, okay. I feel like he came straight out of Tim Burton's mind. Or something like that. Like, he's like a Mad Hatter situation. Or one of those, like, a Beetlejuice. Something very bizarre. But, I can see why he's funny. Yes, I can. That was great. I understand. It was weird to me because a lot of people said, nah, this guy's surreal, though. I was like, it's a weird word to hear a one-liner stand-up comedian be. Surreal. I'm like, I couldn't, like, picture it, but it was immediately obvious. Just like, all right. Let him go. He's all proud of himself. That was fun. I went with Live at the Apollo. I know everybody's like, oh, Live at the Apollo. Everybody said he was, you know, clean kind of comedian. But I've been told several times Live at the Apollo kind of sort of sucks because most comedians have to, like, tame their performances or whatnot. But I always go with Live at the Apollo because, first of all, I know it's a 6, 7, 10-minute segment, so it's a good place to get to know a comedian if I haven't seen them before. And second of all, I don't think I've ever had a Live at the Apollo get copyrighted. I've had several other bits of stand-up or performances that were not in Live at the Apollo. They got blocked and just, like, everywhere. They're just very heavily copyrighted. And I always go with these because I know these, they pass through just fine. So it's a great way for me to get to know, you know, people and have you guys be able to see it too. So, I imagine this person has more. They're like certain comedians. It's weird. There's certain comedians that nothing you watch gets copyrighted. Like, it's all okay. It's all fine. And then there's other comedians that are the exact opposite. It does not matter what clip you watch from what or from where. It's like a no-go. Like, that happens. One of the people, everybody's been telling me, watch Lee Evans. And I know Lee Evans, and I know he's fun. And I've seen some clips and stuff. But there's, like, nothing I can watch that will get through. So, you know, it's weird. It's weird the way it works. It's weird the way they choose that to work. But whatever. Live at the Apollo works. This guy was fun. Milton Jones. Ta-da! I enjoyed it a lot, actually. It was an experience. So there you go. Anyway, guys, whatever you're off to do, have a fabulous one. Have fun. If your house stinks because of any of the reasons, he said, you know, get that fixed. They're scented candles now and sprays and perfumes and, you know, bleach. They're options, people. They're options. So there you go. Anyway, good guys, I am off. Good night, goodbye, good day, good afternoon, good toodles. Third time's the charm. Let's go.